Hello, and it's now time for another one of my collection updates. I have here two Blu-ray movies, and they did come from the dollar store because around here the dollar store is starting to sell Blu-rays at $3 a piece. The dollar store. First one I picked up was Jean-Claude Van Damme, and this one here I picked up. It's the Midnight Movie, and I picked this up last year on DVD for $3 with a hologram cover. And I find this movie pretty good. A bunch of kids go to a theater to watch a movie, an old horror movie, and it brings a new character into the mix, where he wears a weird mask, like clown mask, and he kills like with a drill type knife, and it's really good. I would recommend this movie. The next movie I picked up was Unbreakable with Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson. It comes in this cardboard box where it slides out. I don't know if it's a special edition. It says the Vista series, so I don't know. A movie from the teen revival of the teen slashers, and that is I Know What You Did Last Summer. Next one is also like one of my favorite movie, and that would be Orphan. It's about this little girl who gets adopted by a family, and then all of a sudden chaos starts in the family, and it's a really good thriller. Next one is a comedy, and that would be Paul, which stars the guys from Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, where they pick up this alien and leads them on a very good adventure. Next would be Dread, and this came out not long ago, and I think it's a prequel to Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone. Not 100% sure, but next one is also from the Teen Slasher series that came out, and that is Urban Legends Final Cut. Next one is movies I picked up at Rossi's and Walmart, and they're still sealed, and that would be Pumpkinhead. And this movie is about this man, his little boy gets killed, and he calls a Fort Pumpkinhead to seek revenge on the people that killed his son. And yeah, I'm not gonna ruin the movie for you, but that's what the movie is about. The next is The Fly 2, and this is the 2-disc collector's edition. And apparently it's hard to find. I don't know, but that's what I heard. Like one of my buddies told me. So I went to Rossi's 2 days ago, and I decided to pick it up just because of collecting purposes. And I never really did care for the Fly movies. Like I like the first one, but the second one, I'm not a big fan of. Next one is George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead, which I think is a 1990 remake with Tim Savani doing all the killing and everything, like the killers, the zombies, the facial structures, and everything like that. Yeah, and I think this is the first movie Tony Todd ever did, and I say it's a classic, and I like it better than the original. But the original did have its certain quirks, but I like how they changed the ending. But like I said, I'm not gonna spoil any of them for you. But yeah, and sorry about that. My cell phone went off. Next movie I got was Joyride 2, Dead End. And I find this one a lot better than Joyride 1 for some strange reason. Like my favorite scenes would have to be the guy dressed up like a girl going through the truckers' spots looking for crystal meth, and he picks her up, and then they play this game at the table where you roll the dice, and whatever it is, he hits you with a metal object, and it ends with the guy getting a spike driven through his head, and I find that is very awesome. But the whole movie's pretty good. I find it, like I said, I find it way better than the first one, and I don't know why. It's just I don't know, maybe because I watched this one first over the I really don't. The next 3 games I picked up are re-pickups because my copies were either tore up or they didn't work anymore. So I had got them really cheap, so I picked them up. First one would be Mickey's Speedway USA, and my cover like only had like half of it, so all it said was Mickey Speedway, and I seen this for like $3, so I had to pick it up. And it's a really good racer. It's like Mario Kart 64 and everything like that, but just with the Disney characters. Next one would be Super Mario Strikers, and this is soccer with the Mario characters. Well, Nintendo characters like Donkey Kong and everything like that. My copy was pretty beat up when I bought it and I got this for like $2-3, so I picked it up. And there was a couple other Mario games there, and I didn't pick them up, and like I'm missing manuals for, and I'm regretting it now. But maybe this week I'll go and pick them up. I really don't know. And the next one I picked up was Halo 2 on the Xbox, and my copy, and I mean my copy, was scratched up bad, and it was missing a manual and everything like that. And I said, for $2, might as well pick it up again, because the pawn shop I go to, it sells these really, really cheap. And he said he wasn't going to get any more in, and all of a sudden he got this one in. So I was like, might as well upgrade my copy, because mine was scratched to shit, and I mean scratch to shit there. I don't even think it would work. And I was not careful when I picked this up. And hopefully soon I'll play the Halo series again and do some reviews on them. Now these are all new games. The next one is Pitfall: The Lost Expedition. It stars Pitfall Harry in a new adventure, and it includes Pitfall 1 and 2. I never really owned this game before, and I think my collection now is up to 430 with the PlayStation 2 collection. So yeah, I just had to have this in my collection. Next one is one of the most famous games, and I highly recommend this for the Halloween season on any console, especially this one. And I don't pick up many Wii games, and that is Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. I don't know how it's going to be different from the other versions that I've played, but I would recommend this for Halloween, like the chainsaw guys and the zombies and everything like that. It's one of the best in the Resident Evil series, and I think I own it on almost every system now. I don't know if they've made one for the PS3 version and the Xbox 360 version, but I do own it for the GameCube, PS2, and now the Wii. So if they're out there, if anybody knows the information, please leave a comment, and then I will be on the hunt for it. But so far, I think I own every copy of it. Next game I picked up, and these are next 3 games are PS3 games, and next one I picked up was Naughty Bear. And I heard mixed reactions about this game. Like, some people say it's good and some people say it's not. I really don't know. I never played it yet. I want to give it a try really soon. But me, it's the cover art that got me. Like, you play as a bear, and come on, the name Naughty Bear. So, yeah. Next one finishes off my Uncharted series, and that would be Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. And I never played any of the Uncharted series yet, because my PS3 did not work, like I was saying in one of my last videos, and I just fixed it not long ago. Like, I had it in 4 parts, and I fixed it, and I said I was wondering if all my games would work into it. And my friend came over last weekend, and we put in Skyrim, the game that screwed up my whole system, and all of a sudden Skyrim loaded up, and you could actually play through the first level and everything like that. And I was like, oh my god, my PlayStation 3 is alive. So I seen this the other day for like $5-10, so I picked it up, and I hear the Uncharted series is good. So now the next one is a little collection, and that would be ICU and Shadow of the Colossus. And these are 2 PlayStation 2 cult classics, like they say. ICU, or Ico. Sorry. I owned this when I was younger. I didn't care for it on the PlayStation 2, and then I sold my copy, and now I'm kicking myself in the butt because the copies go for really, really expensive. While Shadow of the Colossus I do own, and I find it pretty good because all it is boss battle, boss battle, boss battle. And I think ICU, what threw me off was the graphics into it. But Shadow of the Colossus, after I played it, I wanted to go back and play ICU, which kind of made me sad because I sold my copy. But now that I have both of them on a collection, I'm going to give it another shot. And hopefully I'll find it again on PlayStation 2. Hopefully. And that is my collection update for this week. I know it was a big one, and probably next week won't be that big, or even if I have one. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box.